trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
He gives them a double-digit lead. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
Screen by Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Walker penetrating, and a wide open look for Lee. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Davis. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. Can't hit. Great D that time from Davis.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Ball stolen. Jumps up. Finishes the break with a slam.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And Walker kicks to Lee. Williams passes to Batum. Williams a screen on James. Walker in the corner. Fires from deep. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And the Hornets making a change here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in.
You know, I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. For the Hornets last season, their bench was weak at times. They just couldn't really score that well.
And the Hornets bench was the only bench to shoot under 40% from the floor for the season.
Brooklyn on defense, and it's Walker penetrating, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter. And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Williams sets a screen for Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Williams can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 17. Shoots. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Outside, Walker. Taken away. Here's Smooth. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Now, here's Walker. He's covered closely. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Charlotte no good that time either.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Zeller comes in for Jefferson, and it's Lamb in there for Nicholas Batum. Lamb with the ball. 9-point game his last outing. Tipped away. LeBron outside. And the foul goes on the Magician. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Outside, Walker.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass? You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
No good. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Brooklyn ahead, running away with it. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor. You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level, and that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
LeBron James is out there with Hunter. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Smooth in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pick by Williams. 5 on the clock. Zeller setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. 11 feet away. That one a little long. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it play.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Charlotte also making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Williams. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there. The pass to Zeller. And Davis sends it back to the inside. And the dunk by James.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Jefferson setting the pick for Lamb. Another steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. The shot's good from Jordan.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Outside, Lin. He dishes it to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And one thing about Jeremy Lin, he sets the pace. A smart guy.
That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish. Oh, that is just unreal.
When you get up that high, you need clearance from the control tower.
Guys, that's one that'll get replayed a few times, I'm sure.
Kicks to Jefferson. 6 to shoot. No good. Great D that time from Davis. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition.
That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about the hang time?
You're talking about hang time. That fella had helium in those shoes.
And you're going to need some hang time to pull off that kind of a 360.
Jefferson's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now here's Lin, guarded closely. He's all alone. Here's Smooth, and that one is stuffed right through. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
It's Davis with the drop, and he dunks it down.
Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll. I mean, they're padding that lead bit by bit as a result.
Another steal. Here's James, rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
A solo fast break, moving it up, and then Durant with the jam.
Boy, that's such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
That one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure.
It better. I mean, I'd be shocked if we don't see that thing again tonight.
Jefferson, Brooklyn with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Again, the miss by Jefferson.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. Here's James. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 14 points for LeBron.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Talk about a terrific game for Smooth. He's got 24 points and 9 steals. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Lee. And it's but George is checked in for LeBron. Klay Thompson comes in for Anthony Davis, and Curry subbed in for Smooth. Curry with it. He's picked up by Walker. Got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got his first 2 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. To the inside, Walker. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
To the paint, the 9-foot shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set. You get a running start to the rim, you should get a good number of scoring chances that way. I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence. Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Cody Zeller's checked in for the Hornets.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Back to Batum. Dishes it to Zeller. There's Walker with the 3, and that one's good. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used, but they've got to balance it out.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. There's a screen by Williams. Williams, a screen on Curry. Shot clock at 6. And Walker kicks to Zeller. And it's Williams. That time the assist by Zeller. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Walker goes in. Shot from 12. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That one goes. Count it.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. 'Cause he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And for the Hornets, they're shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. They've got Klay Thompson. Davis is out there with Durant. Then it's Paul George, and it's Curry in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Curry with the steal, and now Curry running the floor all by himself, and Davis throws it down.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Lynn kicks to Daniels. Shoots from 14. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And the jam by Steph Curry.
Kidding me? I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Knocks it loose. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
By himself, finishes the break with a slam.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Lynn the pass to Lamb. Outside, Lynn. There's a good screen. Feeds it to Hawes. Shot clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Brooklyn fast. Oh! Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Thompson. Knocks it loose. Durant with the steal. Fires for 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Brooklyn?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Curry kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight. Lynn against Curry. Lets a floater go, and Lynn puts it in. Lynn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that.
Davis with the bucket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And that one's good.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Curry attacking and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Whiteside's checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. 1:35 left in the game. And Durant sends it back.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were Some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Hornets.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Smooth. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Daniel. Charlotte no good that time either.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Curry against Len. Now the dish to Hawes. On the wing, Daniels. He kicks it to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Batum attacking. Here's Daniels. That one's good from the corner.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, no luck.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board. And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this guy. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.